Didn't know I could dance that well, did you?
I've seen you dance a lot today. It's impressive. It's very impressive.
We go crazy for our birthday here at HSN. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the most incredible inflatable bed that you've ever experienced. And I say that because I own several of these. And that's before these beds became this good. The Concierge RX made it antimicrobial now.
Right?
First and foremost, that's amazing from the germaphobe in me.
Exactly.
But secondly, it's the ease of which these can be set up and put back. The bed is in there,
yeah,
but it looks like this. And we've got two sizes, actually three sizes, the twin, the queen, and the king. And there's free shipping on these, which is awesome because it's not inexpensive. They're big and they aren't, lightweight to ship either. What is the weight capacity on each size?
You know, it's really interesting. This is a twin size. It weighs about 36 pounds. It'll hold 300 pounds. This is the queen size. It'll hold 450. And if you pick up the king size, it will hold 600 pounds.
Nice.
Wow, it's one of the highest weight capacities of any temporary bed that we sell. And what I like about it is it all fits in this case that comes on wheels. The pump's in there, and this is one-touch operation. This is gonna take all the guesswork out of having a comfortable bed for your guests.
In fact, we're gonna jump right to that because we've got limited time in this hour tonight. Watch how quickly this bed literally sets itself up. I get such a kick out of this every time I pull mine out.
Well, what I love about this, and this is the twin size that I'm gonna show you, is every part that you need is built into this bed. So there's nothing to lose. You're not looking for a pump. You're not looking for batteries. You simply plug this in. If you have access to power, you can inflate this wherever you need. Even if you're out camping, as long as you have that plug, you can use this outdoors as well. Now, I just unzipped it. Notice the case becomes almost like a runway for the bed to open itself up. Here's the pump. It's built right in. And if you notice, there's actually a couple of choices in this bed, Callie. There's a stripe and there's a geometric version.
Oh, well,
so
that's
here's
fancy.
the stripe. It is fancy. So I'm gonna hit inflate.
And now watch.
And then this is gonna do all the work for you. Now,
watch.
If you notice the construction on this
part.
It's all steel, powder-coated steel foundation. That's why the high weight capacity. This is such an engineering feat. Isn't it fun to watch?
Pushes itself out on the runway. Watch this part. I swear, I get such a kick out of this.
I love this because whatever type of flooring, whether it's carpet or wood or dirt, this becomes like a runway. So it easily just slides itself out, opens itself up.
Keep watching.
Yeah, it's filling it. I'm not doing anything.
It's the coolest thing, I know.
All I did was turn it on.
And it opens itself up and it keeps inflating until you decide it's full enough.
And you know, that's what's great about it, you know, is because you can control the firmness or the softness of this. So if you want it a little bit firmer, you put more air in. If you want it softer, you let some of the air out. A lot of the really high-end expensive mattresses out there, they're air, right? That's how you can kind of pick your comfort level.
Yes.
The same goes for this. So you're not putting someone on the floor. You're not putting someone on a lumpy futon or a sofa bed with a bar in the back. You've got this customized, elevated, comfortable bed. Oh, you hear that? The pitch going up a little bit?
So it's kind of at
quick,
its
right?
optimum.
What was that, like a minute?
Pretty much a minute.
Super fast.
And it deflates just as easily, and we'll show that to you in a second. I do want to let you know, because we don't do these on sale, but we're doing them on sale, and this is the time of the year where most of us are going to want them because people come by, kids have sleepovers. And,
yep, you've got company coming.
I just borrowed, is it borrowed or lent? I can't ever remember that grammar.
Yeah.
A friend of mine used mine.
Okay.
She had some guests and she needed an extra bed, so I let her take it, and she said it was the most amazing thing. Just like, it was a kid that slept on it. And she's like, he did it every day, set it up.
And that's what I love about this. You know, if you've had company come and you don't have maybe a guest room or you don't have anywhere to put them, and you leave that bed inflated all week because it's such pain to put away, this is so easy to put up, it's so easy to put away, and you're not putting your guest on the floor. And people love this bed because, number one, it's comfortable, but this one's even got added features that we've never done before. It's actually antimicrobial, so it resists the growth of mold on the mattress. That's something you don't want to think about, right? But if you're using this indoors or outdoors, or if you're storing this for any length of time, that's a great feature to have. The elevated platform makes it easier to get into and out of the bed, and also you can easily move this because it comes on rolling casters. It has that handle so you can take it with you. Great for summer road trips. right?
Absolutely. I pop mine in the trunk a lot.
Exactly. You know, I have 3 kids, and now when we get a hotel
room,
someone's either on the floor, or you have to rent that bed, or
get another
that
room.
cot. Yeah, or get that other room.
And
it's
then
so
it's
expensive.
like cha-ching.
Exactly. Or you can just roll this in. Now, I mentioned the twin size right here. This is only weighs about 36 pounds, but you really don't have to lift it because it has the wheels. The queen size there, 46 pounds, it'll hold 450. Now, before you know, if you're thinking you love this, I want to show you how easy it is to put away. But before I do that, I want you to see this, because this is really why, you know, this can hold 300 pounds.
I'm sorry I'm letting you do this all by yourself, but I know how easy it is.
It's easy.
So.
But look at this, you know, powder-coated steel foundation. You have feet that actually adjust and move, so if you're on uneven flooring. And notice Callie, she's just perched on the edge of that queen-size bed. It's not tipping, it's not moving, it's really sturdy.
And they are so comfortable to sleep in, just saying. And by the way, on a flex pay, you can do 5 flex. If you want the twin, it's $39.99, $47.99 for the queen. And then on a 5th flex, you can do, let's see, on the king. Look at how, it's $47.99 for the queen, $53.99 for the king. That's all you pay. And if you happen to own one, please call, let other people know how much you love it. They are the best. I got my first many, many years ago, and now I have literally 3. I lost one and I gave it to somebody. But anyway, I have 2 now that I love and I adore, and they are just so easy to put up in any room.
And they're easy to put away,
and
too.
Let's do that, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this up so you can see there, when I inflated it, you just turn it the other way, there's a deflate. This is gonna take all of the air out. I'm gonna run over here. I wanna show you underneath here. Maybe this is the geometric. We've actually dressed this, and what I love about this bed is when you dress it, it looks like a real bed. It feels like a real bed.
Yeah.
Here's the geometric pattern.
Okay.
The twin there is in the stripe, but you could choose a pattern on this one. You choose your size, and that's it. This is gonna do everything else.
And so what this bed is doing, if you're just tuning in, we turn the pump to the deflate mode, and so now it's pulling out or drawing out all the air. It's gonna pull itself up and in. It will fold itself up, and then once it's all deflated, we'll see, we just push it right back up the runway.
Yeah, zip it up. And what I love about this too is you're never struggling to stick it back in a bag or a box.
Because it never becomes as small as it was.
it will never go back in that case. This one, the case kind of wraps around it. So it's protected, it's movable, it's adjustable. And you know, a lot of you have called us, you own this bed, you love it. It's always a customer pick on hsn.com. This is the newest version. And what's different about this one is you still have that powder-coated steel frame and foundation, but this is that antimicrobial easy bed. So again, preventing the growth of mold and bacteria. And you can hear the pitch go up a little bit. I'm just gonna give this a push. Stand on the runway here and push this in. There we go. Turn this off. You've probably done this a zillion times,
100 times,
right?
Absolutely.
Because my favorite story is your camping story with this. I love it.
Oh, that was many years ago. That's so funny. When Tristan was in school and they had a sleepover, and all the parents were invited to sleep in the cafeteria.
Oh my gosh.
Jamie and I show up with our very own mattress.
You roll in with your mattress.
We start inflating. Everybody around us was like either like, or like pumping their things. And they're all like down on the ground, and we were elevated way above. I felt like we were the prince and the queen, and oh my gosh.
You're like, is that the lady that works at HSN?
But I slept so well. In the morning, all the other parents were just like,
oh my gosh, it makes
really?
a huge difference. Being off the floor makes a huge difference.
It did.
And you know what I love about this bed, this queen size bed, is look at it. It looks like a real bed. It feels like a real bed.
It feels like a real bed.
And that's the difference is, you know, you're not sacrificing comfort, you're not sacrificing look, and you're not sacrificing convenience. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting you to work over there.
Oh yeah.
Did you see how this just easily just zips right up and around? And you can transport this because it has those rolling wheels on it as well.
Yeah, you guys, they really are a fantastic way to add. And here's the other thing. I've got 2 guest rooms. I've got 2 extra beds. If I have people more than, granting somebody sleeps with somebody else, if there's a couple, I've got a max of 4 places for people to sleep.
Yeah.
except that I've got these. So I can make my living room a bedroom. I can make my office a bedroom, and you know I've done that too.
Yeah, what I like about these two is you can choose your size. Remember, we have the twin, which a lot of temporary beds you only see twin. The queen, we even have the king size. And you know, if you have 600-pound weight capacity on that, you can house a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of kids on that.
2 or 3, depending on the size of the kids. They're fantastic, and I know it's a rare day that we put these on sale. They're $30 off for each size. So if you want the twin, you want the queen, you want the king, they're all available at the lowest price. It's a special birthday price, and that price includes the shipping. So there's no charge to ship. Last call on the king. And the king holds 600 pounds. Wow,
and you know what's great about this too is you can take this with you. It'll fit in the trunk of a car, take it on your road trips. Be prepared when you have guests. You know, the summertime is a big time where you get lots of company, but then the holidays come. And that's when, right, you really use this. And I say it all the time, if you have a guest room and you're only using it 2 or 3 times a year, take that big bed out, get one of these, and make it a room you use every day. You did that, right?
I did.
Didn't you do that?
When my son moved to California, I was heartbroken for weeks over his empty room, so now I made it into my creativity room.
I love that. I love that.
It's like a music room, but it's got my arts and my crafts, my sewing machine and things in there. So I use the room and it makes me happy now instead of sad to walk in there.
Yeah, and then when Tristan comes to stay, you have a great bed.
Exactly.
You know, this is a bed you don't have to apologize for. It's really got key construction components, the foundation, the fact that you're not putting someone on the floor, the fact that you can control the firmness of this, whether you want it soft or firm, and it literally takes seconds to set up. And I love this about it because, you know, if you've ever pulled that little raft-looking air mattress out and just dreaded the thought of putting it together and putting it up, do you see how simple this is? I'm even in a dress and heels doing this tonight.
I know, I'm loving this, Ellen.
This is so easy that it really does all the work for you, and you just kind of sit and watch it unfold.
It is, and my pets love it.
Oh.
They just sit and watch the whole thing.
It really is. It's one of those easy things, whether you're taking it out or putting it away. And remember, this one has some new features that we've never done before. First of all, you can choose geometric print or stripe, but it's also got that antimicrobial feature built into it. So if you're storing this a lot, maybe you're using it outdoors, it's going to resist the growth of mold and bacteria on the mattress.
Thank you for your orders on this one. It's item 96711, all sizes. Actually, last call on the king. Watch this. It opens itself up.
Isn't it fun?
You'll hear the pitch go a little higher once it says it's pretty much inflated, but if you want to add even more for a more firm mattress experience, you can, or you can deflate it. And that's the other thing. I've never once, and I've owned, my first one I've had for many, many years, I've never once woken up and have it like less full than when I started.
Well, and you know, part of that is because you never have to really compress this or push this into a box or a bag, because it really does all that for you. I think that's what adds to the wear and tear on a lot of your air mattresses out there.
And you see that the base of this bed is like, those are powder-coated steel legs.
Yeah, they're really strong. And you know, the bed is lightweight, but you can see, I mean, this is why you can get such a high weight capacity out of this. Remember, the twin that you're looking at here will hold 300 pounds, the queen 450, and the king a 600-pound weight capacity. But this is what I like too, is, you know, it's easy to get into and out of. It's very stable. You can sit on the corner, the edge, the end. This is really designed in such a way that it gives you that comfort and support from every angle.
Thank you so much. What an amazing day.
It was a
I have to
fun
remind
day.
you 2 things. This is item 9671.